The Philosopher's Stone film introduced us to the wizarding world visually and gives us so much nostalgia, but let's be honest, cramming a highly detailed book into a 2-hour film meant leaving out some incredible lore, hilarious storylines, and vital context. But with the new HBO reboot, they finally have the runtime to fix it. So today, we're kicking off a brand new series breaking down every single thing the Harry Potter movies cut, changed, or got flat out wrong. Grab a butterbeer and let's dive straight into the Philosopher's Stone. Firstly, the movie shows Uncle Vernon driving Harry straight to the hut on the rock, but the book features a wildly unhinged sequence where Vernon drives erratically across the country, making them sleep at the gloomy Railview Hotel in Cokeworth just to dodge the Hogwarts letters. 2. We missed Harry's real first meeting with Draco Malfoy. In the film, they meet on the Hogwarts staircase, but in the book, they actually meet in Madame Malkin's robe shop in Diagon Alley. Draco is incredibly arrogant and insults Hagrid, which perfectly sets up Harry's dislike for him before they even reach the train. 3. Once they reach Hogwarts, the movie cuts 2 massive traditions. First, the Sorting Hat doesn't just talk, it sings a completely customised song every year explaining the history of the houses. Second, we missed Peeves the Poltergeist. He is a constant menace in the books, throwing chalk and dropping water balloons on students. 4. Finding Fluffy was completely changed. In the movie, it's an accident caused by a moving staircase. But in the book, Malfoy challenges Harry to a midnight wizard's duel. It's a trap to get Harry expelled, and Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Neville end up running for their lives from Filch, accidentally stumbling into the Forbidden Corridor. 5. Speaking of midnight sneaking, Dumbledore didn't just magically send Norbert the Dragon to Romania off-screen. Harry and Hermione actually had to smuggle a heavy crate containing the dragon under the invisibility cloak up to the tallest astronomy tower to hand it off to Charlie Weasley's friends. 6. But the funniest deleted scene happens in winter. Fred and George bewitch snowballs to follow Professor Quirrell and bounce off the back of his turban, meaning the twins were unknowingly pelting Voldemort directly in the face. 7. The movie cut 2 amazing obstacles protecting the Philosopher's Stone. First, Quirrell's own protection, a mountain troll. Harry and Hermione find it already knocked out, proving Quirrell was ahead of them. Second, Snape's potion riddle. Hermione has to use pure logic to deduce which unlabelled bottles are safe and which are deadly poison, proving how brilliant she is under pressure. 8. Dumbledore actually explains exactly why Snape hates Harry so much. James Potter saved Snape's life when they were teenagers, creating a bitter life debt. The movie skips this massive lore drop entirely. Now let's look at a few details the movie altered. 1. There's Hermione on the train using Oculus Reparo to fix Harry's glasses. It looks great on screen, but it breaks the Ministry's strict laws against underage sorcery. In the book, she only points out the dirt on Ron's nose, no magic required. 2. The films created a running gag of Seamus Finnegan blowing things up. This pyromaniac tendency is a total movie invention and never happens in the books. 3. The movie swapped some characters around. They sent Ron into the forest for detention, but in the book, Ron is in the hospital wing, recovering from a venomous dragon bite from Norbert. Neville is actually the one who goes into the forest. 4. Finding Nicholas Flamel's name wasn't just a lucky library search. In the book, Harry reads Flamel's name on Dumbledore's chocolate frog card on his very first day, and the trio spend months agonising over where they saw it. 5. The trickiest visual change was Harry's eyes. The books constantly mention his mother's bright green eyes. Daniel Radcliffe had an allergic reaction to green contacts, so they just let him keep his natural blue eyes. Finally, condensing a story means some details lose their context. 1. Hagrid's flying motorcycle. It's a fantastic entrance, but the film doesn't explain where he got it. In the first chapter of the book, Hagrid explicitly tells Dumbledore, young Sirius Black lent it to me. It was brilliant foreshadowing, dropped on page 1. 2. Then there is the Mirror of Erised. The film shows Harry seeing only Lily and James, but the book shows Harry seeing his entire extended family. He isn't just missing his parents, He is fascinated by seeing people who physically look like him for the first time in his life. 3. Later, the movie shows Snape limping but doesn't explain how he got hurt. In the book, Harry gets actual proof. He sneaks into the staff room and catches Filch bandaging Snape's mangled leg, while Snape complains about trying to keep his eyes on all 3 of Fluffy's heads. 4. The movie treats the forest centaurs as standard creatures, but the book establishes Ronan and Bane as obsessive astrologers. They refuse to help Hagrid find the unicorn because they read in the stars that Voldemort is there, and they believe interfering with destiny is a sin. And finally, the movie gives us a dramatic rescue where Dumbledore appears right at the end, but the book explains exactly why he wasn't there to stop Quirrell in the first place. Dumbledore received an urgent fake owl from the Ministry of Magic. He physically flew to London, realised it was a decoy to get him away from the castle, and rushed back just in time. But which of these missing book details are you most excited to see in the new HBO series? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss episode 2, where we break down all the incredible missing lore from the Chamber of Secrets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter.